Hey guys, Mike here from Real Lounge Entertainment. And with 4th of July right around the corner, I thought it was a good time to bring you 6 recommendations or 4 movies to watch on 4th of July. Now, before we get started, these are recommendations. This doesn't mean I think these are the best patriotic movies or the best movies for 4th of July. Just a few different ones from different genres that I think would be a great watch on this 4th of July. Now, I could easily fill this movie with just war movies, but I don't really want to do that. So the only one I'm going to really recommend for this one is The Patriot from Roland Emmerich. Now, I know what lots of you are saying. Roland Emmerich is not a great director. Lots of his movies are terrible. At the beginning, guess what? They were entertaining. He just never evolved. So this movie, we have to have at least one movie that shows us how we became our own country. And what's more patriotic than that? Mel Gibson delivers a great performance before he went crazy, and it's just a fun movie, and we get a little bit of history, a little bit of stuff made up. It's a great watch. Come on, try to rewatch it. If you haven't rewatched it since it first came out, give it another try. We also have one of the earlier performances from the late great Heath Ledger. Now, he was a great actor. He would have been an even bigger actor if he didn't pass away, but great performance by him, so worth watching for that alone. For the second movie on this list, and yes, I'm going to do it again, another Roland Emmerich film, Independence Day. Now, I know lots of you are haters of this movie nowadays, but no one could argue when it came out, it was so fun. This was Will Smith getting his first real push into movies before, this happened. And it's just a fun, entertaining movie. Aliens come down, not just our country, but the whole world has to gather together to fight off the aliens, and it happens to be for 4th of July when it happens. And we get this great speech by Bill Pullman. Now, if you listen to that speech and you don't feel patriotic just from that speech alone, there's something wrong with you. Great speech, fun movie, just be entertained by it, you guys. Now, how can we have a list of patriotic movies without including Captain America First Avenger? This movie tells the story of Captain America from Marvel Comics, obviously. And yes, nowadays looking back, it may be a little bit weaker compared to some of the new ones, but it was a lower budget film from what we get now. Chris Evans does a great job. This is just a pure storytelling of Captain America from the comics. It's perfect in that way. I feel like it really is the patriotic, really good, just innocent hero that we never have anymore. You root for him no matter what. He does everything right. I love this movie. Some of the sequels may get better, but you can always go back to this one and have a good time. So Chris Evans, Captain America First Avenger, must watch on 4th of July. Now for a movie we don't need to talk too much about, and that is the horror movie Uncle Sam. Yes, horror fans, you have a 4th of July movie, and that is the 1996 movie Uncle Sam. I'm going to do a whole review on that coming up in a couple days and release it on 4th of July. So don't need to talk too much about it, but not even a great movie. But if you're a horror fan and you want something to watch on 4th of July, Uncle Sam wants you to watch Uncle Sam. Now, those movies all are kind of obvious choices to pick to watch on 4th of July. What's one that may not be so obvious? Well, how about Seab Biscuit? It's a great movie starring Tobey Maguire, all about second chances and countries down, because we have the Depression and fighting your way back and just the real American, feeling. It's a great movie. You kind of almost have like a little history lesson going in there too. And it's just all these characters, they're like, thrown us to the side, forgotten about, no one believes in, and they kind of all come together and form this team for a racehorse called Seab Biscuit, a horse that no one gave a second chance to until this happened. And guess what? You just feel for these characters. You're rooting for that horse like it's a live action race, forgetting that it happened 100 years ago almost. So, Seab Biscuit, great movie. It's fun. I feel like no one really talks about it anymore. So give it a try if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it since it first came out a long time ago, watch it again because Seab Biscuit is a great movie to watch on 4th of July. Now, before we get to our last choice, here are some other movies I've thought about putting on the list, but I really didn't. I'm not going to really talk about them too much, but just in case you don't want to watch one that I talked about, here's some other ideas for you. How about Top Gun? Come on, that's America right there. How about Rocky? Or Rocky 4, where he fights the Russian fighter? Come on. Or if you want some other war movies, how about Glory, a great Civil War movie? Or Saving Private Ryan. I usually reserve Saving Private Ryan for like Memorial Day, but it's still good to watch on 4th of July. Or if you want to go comedy and you're not too afraid to like laugh at yourself or laugh at your country in a fine way, how about Team America World Police? It kind of makes fun of us, but at the same time, it's still a fun watch. Now, for the last movie, I'm going National Treasure. This is a super fun movie. Kind of think like Da Vinci Code, but for fun, or almost like Indiana Jones in a little way. And this is all about discovering America's history and trying to find a treasure. But finding the treasure, you're learning stuff that are actually real facts, or at least inspired by real facts. It's a fun movie that makes you just want to go through your history book from high school so you can remember some of the stuff that happened. Nicolas Cage is really fun in this movie. All the characters are really fun in this movie. I watch this movie all the time. I wish we had more and more of these movies. It was a great series, and I just can't get enough of learning American history in a movie like this. So, those are my recommendations, or of a few movies you should watch on 4th of July. And let me know in the comments, what is your favorite movie to watch on 4th of July?